Hey guys, this is Jam of JamOnline.ph, and today I got here the retail unit of the Samsung Galaxy A7 2018. So probably you've seen this one before in my previous videos because we went to Malaysia for the launch of this smartphone. And yeah, this is one of the most exciting mid-range smartphones this year because it's a first from Samsung to sport a triple lens camera. So yeah, let's go to the specifications of the smartphone. So inside the Samsung Galaxy A7 2018 is a 6-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display. We got a 2 GHz octa-core processor, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of internal storage. There's a 24 megapixel plus 8 megapixel wide-angle camera and a 5 megapixel depth sensor rear camera, a 24 megapixel front camera, 3300 milliamperes of battery, and it's running on Android 8.0. So yeah, this is really exciting. So you probably know my first impressions of the smartphone, but let's check out what's inside the Samsung Galaxy A7 2018 box. So we got here the Samsung Galaxy A7 2018. So let's unbox this smartphone. So as you can see here, we got here the blue Galaxy A7 2018. The previous one that we have unboxed before was the black one. So let's place this one on the side. There we go. So inside, we got here the quick start guide. It's micro USB to USB Type A. We also got here the earphones, which is pretty basic. Then of course the charger, which is rated at 5 volts, 1.55 amperes, which means that this isn't a fast charger. And lastly, we got here the SIM card pin or for your SIM card tray. So later on, we're gonna open the Samsung Galaxy A7 2018 to check out if the smartphone is triple card tray, which is really awesome. Alright guys, you can see here the Samsung Galaxy A7 2018. Again, we got here the 6-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display, which is pretty cool. There's no notch. However, we have a chin over here, another bezel at the top, and some bezels at the side. It's not the best display that I've seen, but for a Super AMOLED display, it's not that bad. As you have seen before, you've seen Bixby, so yes, this one supports Bixby. However, we do not have the dedicated button for that. So before we proceed to the software of the smartphone, let's talk about the hardware. So at the front, we got here the 24 megapixel selfie camera along with the LED flash over here. On the side, we got here the volume rocker and of course the power button over here. The power button also serves as the fingerprint scanner of the smartphone. It's a little bit small, that's why it will take some time before you can log in, or it's not as fast as the normal fingerprint scanners that you can find on other smartphones. But it will do just fine. I mean, we still have face unlock, which is really cool and really fast on the Galaxy A7 2018. It's not the fastest, but it will work. And I really like the positioning of the fingerprint scanner because I always tend to press the power button of the smartphone to wake it up. So yeah, it's a fingerprint scanner and also the power button. No more placing of the finger at the back or at the front for the fingerprint scanner. Anyway, at the below, we got here the 3.5mm headphone jack and also the micro USB port and a speaker grill. The problem here is that we're still using micro USB, okay? Well, for some people, it might not be a problem, but for future proofing, I prefer USB Type-C. However, we need to take into consideration that other smartphones in its price range, the Oppo F9 and the V11, are still using micro USB. On the left, we got here the SIM card tray that we're gonna open up. So as you can see here, we got here triple card tray, 2 nano SIM cards, and a single micro SD. Samsung has told that the back of the smartphone is really glass, but does feel like similar to the Oppo F9. At the sides, we got here the plastic. It's a glossy plastic, which is still cool. It doesn't feel cheap actually, and I really like the feel of the smartphone. However, there's no curved glass over here, so it's a little bit slippery to some people. Again, we got here the triple lens camera. One is a wide angle, another one is telephoto, wide angle, the other one is a RGB lens, and the third one is actually a depth sensor. We're gonna talk about that later. So yeah, there we go. You've seen the Galaxy A7 2018. Yeah, you can see some fingerprint smudges at the back. It does actually look good. So let's proceed to the software of the smartphone. Again, we do have the Super AMOLED display with an always-on display. You can see here, there's the time. When we turn it on, well, the face unlock is really fast. Well, I'm gonna try this one again. Well, it isn't the fastest, but yeah, you could see that the face unlock does well. And then you could see here the software, which is still running the Samsung Experience 9 with Android 8.0. It's not running on the newest Samsung One UI, which was just announced days ago, but this one will do well. I've tried this in Malaysia for 4 days, and I was actually happy with its performance. I was actually happy with how the UI performs. Everything was really smooth. We do have some exclusive applications for the Philippines. However, we do not have that one here, but we do have Samsung members, which will give us some benefits and some freebies, which is really cool. So we also got here the Microsoft applications, which is really useful. Google applications, and of course the Samsung applications that well, most of them are useful. Anyway, those are the applications. So let's proceed to the camera of the smartphone. So the smartphone's camera is actually pretty cool. You could actually switch to wide angle lens by just pressing here. There we go. It's an easy switch to wide angle lens and going back. The UI is very similar to the other Samsung smartphones. It features a lot of, well, it does have a lot of features, panorama. However, the Pro mode only controls the white balance, the ISO, and also the exposure. No shutter button, or no shutter speed, and no manual focus. There's the beauty mode, live focus mode, which lets you do some bokeh. I'm gonna show you some shots later on. Auto mode, we have Scene Optimizer, which basically optimizes the object based on the scene. I mean, if you're taking a photo of a tree, it will give you the best optimization for a tree. We have slow motion. It's not 960 frames per second, but it will do just fine. We have AR emoji. Well, it's just stickers for me. It's not really that useful. Well, if you just want some cute stuff, this one would be good. A lot of you would probably love this one. However, it doesn't have the same Animoji or the AR emoji of the Galaxy Note 9 or the AR emoji of the iPhone. Oh, sorry, AR emoji of the Galaxy Note and the Animoji of the iPhones. Of course, we got here the hyperlapse. The front camera, we got here the selfie focus, AR emoji, and of course, wide selfie. So as you can see here, I could add some flash. There we go. You can see here that the flash is turned on. So I've actually used the camera of the Galaxy A9 2018, so let's check out some of the shots that I took. So if you have already seen my sample shots, you can check out my sample shots in Malacca City in Malaysia at jamonline.ph. But this one is a selfie focus selfie. I just took it a while ago. And as you can see here, the bokeh is actually almost on point. It's not perfect, but it's actually pretty good for a Samsung smartphone. I didn't expect that it would be like this. The colors are good, however, it's a little bit too overexposed maybe because of the lights, but I'm actually pretty satisfied with it. But I have to review this one again. But again, when I used it in Malaysia, I was pretty happy with it. So this one is a shot, just a normal auto shot, and it's actually really bright here, but you can see here that the details are actually captured. The details, just the colors are just right. It actually feels good to me. I actually like the quality of the photo of the smartphone. This one is using the wide angle lens. As you can see here, it's a wider view. The colors are still fine to me. It's actually not the best one. It doesn't have autofocus, but it's actually one of the best wide angle lens that I've seen on a mid-range smartphone. So this one is using the live focus, and as you can see here, the depth sensing is almost on point. It's actually pretty good. Again, especially for a mid-range smartphone, I actually love the shot that I took on this one. So yeah, I guess that's it for our short unboxing hands-on of the Galaxy A7 2018. So if you like this video, don't forget to give us thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, well, now's the time to subscribe. So once again, I am jamonline.ph, and thank you for watching unboxing hands-on of the Samsung Galaxy A7 2018.